of human struggle, worrying about other people's perceptions about who you are. Like, why would you ever care about that, you know? And I think that I fell victim to that in my past, of worrying about things that I can't control. You know, if the people understood what words could do to a human being, especially where we are in today's society, then they wouldn't be invested in that.
I was never like the kid that was like, hey, that's the one that's gonna make it to the NFL. Yeah. I was always the one that they were like, yeah, you know, he's talented, but you know, maybe he can go to Division II school.
Yeah.
And I had like I would say I was a late bloomer, pretty much as an athlete. And I think all the kids were physically always a bit better than I was. And I was just young. I didn't really mature into my body. Like I didn't start shaving until I was like a senior in high school.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like always kind of behind physically. And because I was behind physically, and I always had a work ethic, but it really made me work hard.
I'm by far perfect.
No.
And I think that's, like, it's not about being perfect. It's about just every day, one step at a time, trying to be better, trying to do more.
Yeah.
And I'm learning a lot about myself. I've had to break myself down in order to be able to be better. And
what do you mean by breaking yourself down?
Well, just when I told you about like all those barriers you put up over time to protect yourself, and then kind of like knocking those barriers down.
Yes.
And it's enabled me to connect with more people. It's enabled me to realize my place in the world. And I don't feel like I don't belong anymore. I feel like, I've got a place and I've got a purpose. And I think a lot of people are struggling to find that purpose, but it's okay. You will find it. Do not give up. Keep getting up, just keep saying those things to yourself and you will eventually find it.
I didn't get where I got from pure talent alone. I got there by trying to outwork my opponents. I believed in myself, but belief in yourself has to be earned. Then there are days when you just feel broken. Your back hurts, your knee hurts, I had that a lot. Maybe you're a little sick or scared, but you still find a way to win. And those are the victories we can be most proud of. Because they prove that you can win not just when you're at your best, but especially when you aren't.
And I think that to be a peaceful warrior is a great thing to strive for.
Yeah.
I was always much more of a weak, endomorphic kind of like, I just remember just like getting beat up on the streets after school in New York. I just remember just like, I was quick enough to kind of get my hands up. It's a terrible, terrible feeling. But I also recognize that I'm not a natural anything. Some people are naturally, I may be a natural actor, whatever that is, and so what? Like, how big a deal is that? But when it really comes down to the whole picture of a person, like, it's really funny to recognize 10, 12, 15 years into studying a martial art that you're not really well suited to become great at it, but it doesn't matter. Because if you love it and it feeds you and it's good for your head, then that's gonna do it.
Formula for misery, a formula for lack of creativity, lack of productivity, is constantly being history and memory. Even if it's good, it doesn't serve us. And for most of us, it's not good, and we keep living from it or trying to move away from it. Create a new future, don't move away from the past. Create a brilliant, imaginative, curious, vibrant vision.
Yes, talent matters. I'm not going to stand here and tell you it doesn't. But talent has a broad definition. Most of the time, it's not about having a gift, it's about having grit. In tennis, a great forehand with sick racket head speed can be called a talent. But in tennis, like in life, discipline is also a talent, and so is patience. Trusting yourself is a talent. Embracing the process, loving the process is a talent. Managing your life, managing yourself, these can be talents too. Some people are born with them. Everybody has to work at them.
Being an asshole is a weak person's idea of strength. Complaining is their connection. Never let yourself be held back by other people's fears. People criticize what they were afraid to do themselves because bold action reminds them of their own inaction. If you're afraid to be criticized, why do you care about the opinions of those who are too timid to do it themselves? If you are the criticizer, Does tearing down someone who has the courage you lack make you better?